Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back, I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Peekaboo. I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 1993. The album, Dad. AF. Where is it at? 25 years and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination. I went to a party last Saturday night. I didn't get laid. I got in a fight. Shimmy, shimmy. Kiss me once. You guys, listen, I have a microphone now, so y'all are in trouble, okay? And it is Frenemies. Pink and blue. It's a Frenemies microphone. So, no, I didn't get that at the merch shop yesterday, but we're going to talk about the Frenemies merch in just a second. How are you guys doing? Woo! I am out of breath from that little, I wake in the morning and I step outside and my friend and I used to love that song back in the day. She would dance like this in the nightclub. Yes, that was back in the days when they would play just regular songs in the nightclub. They didn't have to mix it all up and all this kind of stuff. I have a hair on my hat. Hope it's not from a lipstick. Speaking of lipstick, before I get into this video, I need some lip gloss. When your lips are dry as mine. Then what? Then it's Luna. I almost forgot for a second. I almost said Maybelline. Then it's Luna Beauty time. Well, my voice sounds better than it did when I first woke up this morning. So anyway, how are you guys doing? Before I get into today's video, let me just tell you, I am trying over on my Peter Does Stuff channel, TikTok hacks. 2 days, was it 2 days ago or was it yesterday? 2 days ago. I filmed a video making my own glitter lip gloss, so please go check that out. Today, I am going to be attempting to make the Snickle. Now, if you haven't heard about the Snickle is, where's my Snicker bar? It is a pickle. It's a pickle of a Snickle of a dick. Oh my Lord, family friendly. It is a Snicker bar inside of a pickle. Now, the only whole pickles that I could find was this huge jar of pickles. So I had to buy this huge jar of pickles at Shake and Bake, and I helped. Which doubles as my exercise routine. So over here, I'm doing bicep curls with my Snicker bar. And then over here, it's like this. When your lips are dry as mine, then it's pickle snickle time. So anyway, I'm going to be doing this over my Peter Does Stuff channel today. Please come over and check it out. I'm very, very excited to hollow out a pickle. We already know that I don't cook, so it'll be real interesting, my notes, to see how that goes. Woo! Going to a little birthday party in downtown Indianapolis tonight. So if you're in downtown Indianapolis, come up and say hi to me if you see me. I'll be probably out on the street somewhere. I think we're going to, where are we going downtown? The garage? Yeah. We're going to the garage downtown. So anyway, if you see me out downtown, come and say hi. All right, so I have a couple birthday shout outs. I have my lesson plan right here. True story, y'all. I have been typing up my notes for drama class, okay? Because you know how they are. They're so bitter if you don't get your stories straight. So, I have a couple birthday shout outs. I want to give happy birthday to you. To who? To Christina, whose birthday is today. Boost! Happy birthday, Christina. I also want to give a very happy shout out to happy birthday shout out to Tay, whose birthday is on Monday. Happy birthday to you, Tay. And then another birthday for today, and this goes out to Rhiannon, rings like a bell through the night, and wouldn't you love to love her? Boost! It's Rhiannon's birthday today, so happy birthday to the three of you. I hope that you guys have the most amazing birthdays in the entire world. It's so funny because when I started doing the cameos, I don't know, like 8 or 9 months ago or something like that, I really thought like after Christmas, like nobody would book cameos. I literally, you guys, I can't keep up with them. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that has purchased the birthday cameos and just everyday cameos and advice cameos and just, some people just are like, I just like to see you flip a fan and say hi to me and whatever. People are so nice. So I just want to say thank you. Okay, let's get into the first drama story. That was pretty good, wasn't it? I mean, they're begging for me to be on Broadway, just like the Wendy Williams show is begging for Trisha to be on there as their host. First thing thing I'll talk about is that James Charles wants who? James Charles, among many other people that he might want, he wants you. If you are a graphic designer, all of a sudden I felt like one of those ads at like 3 o'clock in the morning, you know? If you're a graphic designer and you have your license in graphic design, logo, and I don't know, design, then please hit me up in my DMs on Snapchat, of course, for a possible employment opportunity with the James Charles team. I love when he says my team. With the James Charles team so that you can make my thumbnails for me. So James Charles got on the Instagram and he put up a video talking about how this is the one thing that he hasn't let go of, okay? He's like, I've let go of everything else, you know, but like the one thing I've never been willing to let go of was my thumbnails, but he wants to come here. I'll let you hear it from the horse's mouth. A horse is a horse, of course, unless the horse is Mr. James. So here you go.
Hello, you guys. Again, sorry for talking so much on my stories today. I know it's been a lot, but this one's a little bit of like a fun announcement, so you guys might want to hear this. And that is that myself and the team are currently looking to work with some really talented graphic designers for future video thumbnails. Now, thumbnails for me has always been like the one part of the video process that I have refused to give up. I've done them myself for the past 5 years now, just because I love graphic design, I love Photoshop, and I love marketing. But at this point, I really would love to work with some new people just to get a different point of view. You know, they're always kind of like the same style, like white backgrounds, myself in the middle, like making a cute face or makeup and showing and stuff. But I'd really be curious to see how other people would choose to market the content and get the most amount of views and clicks possible. So if you are a talented graphic designer and this sounds like something you'd be interested in, and if you've had experience working with marketing and thumbnails in the past, please send me a DM with examples of your work and your availability, and I would love to check them out and potentially get to work together. Thanks, guys.
So there you go. There's a great opportunity employment for you to work with the James Charles team on helping him come up with his thumbnails. I think what's interesting about this is that he doesn't like, you know, I don't know. Do most YouTubers do this? Do most YouTubers look for assistants and team members through social media? Or, I mean, this didn't work for Tana Moja, if you remember back in the day, for her assistant situation. I don't really know why you would put this out there, especially if you were James Charles. I think he forgets sometimes. Like, I think some time goes by and, you know, all this hard work that he's been doing on himself, you know, while he's been at Camp Coachella hanging out with his good Judies and, you know, just hanging out at home, buying stuff probably on the Amazon Prime. And, you know, the other thing is, do these people always just wear their own merch? Like, it just kills me. Like, every time I see, like, any of these big YouTubers, they only have their merch on, right? And I'm like, do you just live in your merch 24 hours? I mean, I think that's nice. You know, you must love your sister's apparel. But anyway, I think James sometimes forgets, like, what was said before. It's like, now that he took down his taking accountability video, it's like he kind of forgets anything that he ever said in there. It's like, I didn't say that. I don't know what you're talking about, you know? It's like on Facebook, when you tag somebody, you tag your good Judy, and they don't like how they look in the picture, so they untag themselves. They're like, that's not me in the picture. What are you talking? Yes, girl, that's you in the picture. I don't care if you untag. No, it wasn't me. I didn't tag myself. What are you talking about? No, girl, that's you in the picture. Everybody knows it's you, Judy Smith, right there, okay? You shouldn't have got so stinking drunk at the wedding and shown your ASS literally, all right? But anyway, James Charles kind of like forgets the things that happened. Does he not forget about this huge scandal that just occurred with his ex-employee? That was why he needed to take a break from social media to come back and address all of that on Instagram. Do you guys remember this? With the employee that is allegedly suing him, that there was tons talked about on all this. I mean, everybody was talking about it. There was articles written about it, on and on and on. And James Charles is like, what? So then he comes out and puts an ad out for why would you want to work for James Charles? I mean, do it if you want. Go apply. I'm sure it'll be a fantastic working opportunity, as well as making thumbnails. Other job responsibilities include getting James Charles out of bed, and I'm just joking. But no, seriously, it's like, I mean, does he forget what this gal said about him? Oh, but it's like all complete lies, right? So anyway, then he comes out and he puts this ad out on social media to come and work for him. And I'm like, I don't know, James, if you think that this is a good look or not, but I personally don't think it's a real great look. So anyway, that's what he had to say. So if you want to help James Charles with his thumbnails, just hit him up in his DMs. So anyway, that's the first thing. The second thing I wanted to talk about was the Frenemies merch being sold out. Okay, did y'all buy your Frenemies merch? Did you go over there? Now, I tweeted out yesterday, I was like, should I go buy a Frenemies hoodie? And Trisha Paytas did retweet what I had to say, or what I asked, and Trisha responded and said, hold on, let me get to this tweet. A chance to own a piece of one of the greatest disasters on the internet? Yes. And a lot of people were coming for Trisha saying that, on the heels of my tweet that they retweeted, thank you very much, said that, why would you refer to this as one of the greatest disasters? It's a disaster because of you. A lot of people were coming for Trisha on this. People were also calling Trisha out that Trisha didn't mention the merch as soon as it was released, but Trisha did come out in a video and mentioned it, also tweeted a lot about it. The merch has since been sold out completely. There is nothing over there. I just want to say this, first of all, okay? I was waiting for this merch to drop, and yes, I did buy a Frenemies hoodie, okay? Listen, I'm not stupid. This gonna be worth something down the road, okay? I'm gonna sell it on eBay when I can't pay my bills down the road. But anyway, no, I did actually get a Frenemies hoodie, so when it comes, I'm gonna recreate the Ethan Klein picture that he posted on Twitter. But, what was I gonna say? Oh, this is what I was gonna say. I had gone like 2 days prior to the Teddy Fresh website. Now, I have to tell you, I had never gone to the Teddy Fresh website before. I had never looked at Hila Klein's designs. I think maybe I looked up a couple of the t-shirts back in the day when James Charles allegedly took the pattern design that Hila had on the website, which those things are still over there. The color blocking sweatshirts and stuff like that. I think then I looked at just those sweatshirts, but I hadn't looked at the new releases and stuff. Hila Klein and her designers are amazing. Have you guys seen the apparel that is over there at Teddy Fresh? It is not merch, okay? It is adorable, and literally everything that I wanted. I wanted an Argyle t-shirt. I wanted the Argyle sweater that says the TF on it that Ethan Klein has. I mean, there was like 6 things over there, and it's pricey too, but it's super, super cute. And the color schemes of everything of being like this, like pink and light blue and dark, like lavender. I mean, it was really cool color designs and just the graphic designs. And I was reading the whole article about the other designer that works with her and stuff like that. And I don't know. I was highly, highly impressed with the Teddy Fresh stuff. If you have never gone and checked it out, go check out Teddy Fresh apparel. It's really, really cool. It's not just like YouTuber merch kind of stuff, which, I mean, I know a lot of people are like, yeah, Peter, are you new to this? Kind of I am. I kind of didn't really know a whole lot about it, honestly. And I was like, wow, she's like, I mean, it's ready to wear fashion. I mean, it's really, really cool. Very much streetwear fashion, and it's very well done. I was extremely impressed. And Hila, I hope that you restock that store because I'm ready to order some of that stuff. So anyway, so the Frenemies merch sold out. That was the other thing I wanted to talk about. And then I wanted to talk about, I don't know, but did you buy Frenemies merch? Let me know in the comment section below. Or are you saving your money for the Jeffree Star mystery boxes? There's still a lot available over there, but we're going to talk about that in just a second. Okay. So the Frenemies merch sold out. Then Trisha Paytas came out with a video. Now, I don't know if Trisha came out with 1 or 2 videos. I've seen some clips floating around about a video that I cannot find that Trisha might have talked about this. Trisha came out in a video talking about Wendy Williams, you need to have me on, or something like that. And she's basically talking about Wendy Williams acting inappropriately on her show. What? Wendy Williams acting inappropriately on the Wendy Williams show? I never would have guessed in a million years. And I'm not a Wendy Williams hater, but I'm not a Wendy Williams lover either. I mean, she's not somebody that I watch regularly or any of that kind of stuff. She is like, she ought to be a YouTuber is what Wendy Williams ought to be, because she's arrogant and she is full of ego and pride. And there's some stuff about her life that just makes me real, real sad. Did y'all watch that Wendy Williams movie? Oh, my Lord. But anyway, sometimes she just comes across like she knows everything, you know, on that show. And I'm like, girl, you don't know it all, okay? You don't know everything. So we learn and we grow as we go. So Trisha Paytas was saying that. Now, you know you got problems with Trisha Paytas is saying that you need to take a break from the tube, okay? That you need to maybe take a break, and then maybe the Wendy Williams show would have Trisha Paytas on there. Now, I have to tell you before I get into all of this, okay? Talking about what Trisha Paytas said about the Frenemies podcast episode that they filmed that will never air. Before I get into that, I have to tell you what is interesting about me about this, okay? Now, I know a lot of you people out there don't know about the history of the drama channels of the world, okay? But back in the day, there were like 3 of us, okay? It was me and Sanders Kennedy and Karina Kaboom. When I started, the only 2 drama channels, people always like age me out and they're like, oh no, there was these people, and then Peter Monn came in. No. That's not how it was, okay? It was when I came onto the scene in September 1st of 2016, it was Sanders Kennedy and Karina Kaboom, and they were the only 2 that were covering beauty influencer drama at that time. Stepanka was doing a little bit of stuff, but not a lot. And really, it was just the 2 of them. And that's kind of how I fell down the rabbit hole of the drama community. I was like, oh my God, there are people out there that are talking about this beauty influencer drama. And the way that I found out about it was that I had been watching this whole mess between Jeffree Star and Kat Von D about this logo that her friend, which is the Jeffree Star logo to this day, her friend made for Jeffree Star. And I can't even remember what it was, but allegedly he didn't pay him, or I don't know what it was, something like that. And he and Kat Von D fell out of being friends. And then he made some video about Kat Von D, you're the worst person on the face of the earth. And then Kat Von D made a video and it was called Jeffree Star, Just Tell the Truth. What? Jeffree Star Tell the Truth? On what Tuesday in August in 1997? Never, okay? So anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm watching all this happen. And on the sidebar of all of this is Karina Kaboom and Sanders Kennedy's videos talking about these people. So I go in and I start watching the videos, and Karina Kaboom's talking about Manny MUA, who I thought was called Manny Mua at the time, right? So I go in and I start watching these Manny Mua videos. And like one of his very first videos that I watched was something like my boyfriend, my secret, a Q&A with my boyfriend or something like that. And you couldn't see his boyfriend in the videos, but it was Patrick Star, and it wasn't really his boyfriend. They talked about going out to bars and clubs and getting all ready for the night. And I was like, oh my God, like this is like me and my good Judy. It's like, this is so fun. I love this. And that's how I kind of started watching Manny MUA and Patrick Star and all this kind of stuff. And then Jeffree Star, that's how I found through all the stars. The Star family is basically, I found them. I didn't find them, you know, when I was tracking my history of my family ancestry, okay, on Ancestry.com. I found them through the YouTube. So anyway, but what's interesting about this back in the day, okay, is that Sanders Kennedy was like obsessed with Trisha Paytas, okay? I don't know if you remember this, but he was. And Trisha Paytas came to New York, and Sanders Kennedy and Trisha Paytas hung out for a whole day and all this kind of stuff. And Trisha Paytas told Sanders Kennedy all this stuff through the years, right? I know that this story, where it goes, is not going to surprise a lot of people, okay? And Trisha was like nice enough to do this video, you know, blah, 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 whatever. And it was a bunch of them like all hanging out for the day and everything like that. And it like really helped Sanders' channel grow, because Sanders before that was doing bag reviews or something, I can't remember. But then down the road, all these secrets that Trisha had told Sanders Kennedy, Sanders put in a video and like just let her have it. And like, and to this day, like Trisha Paytas has told me things to this day has told me things in the past that to this day, I have never spoken of. I mean, first of all, I don't know anything about them, and second of all, it's just like, I don't know why you would do that when it's not relevant to other things. A lot of these people have told me things that to this day I have never said anything about. So anyway, but what's funny about that is that back in the day, Sanders Kennedy was called the Wendy Williams of YouTube, okay? So I don't know if y'all remember that, but everybody were like, oh, you better get on Wendy Williams, and you're the Wendy Williams of YouTube. They used to call him that all the time. I think he even referred to himself that a couple times. And now, flash forward, Trisha Paytas, this is where people are like, it's a reach. But I'm like, is it? I don't know. Trisha Paytas is saying that they should be on the Wendy Williams show, and I'm like, is Trisha shading Sanders Kennedy? Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? But anyway, so Trisha Paytas talks about the Wendy Williams situation. Then Trisha says, we filmed a Frenemies this past week that will never air. And that is a direct quote, okay? And Trisha Paytas also put out a tweet confirming this. Hold on a second. I have the tweet right here for you. The tweet is, someone said, did she really just say they filmed a Frenemies episode this past week that will never air? And Trisha retweeted it and said, yes. So apparently there is a Frenemies podcast. I have to believe it was some kind of like closure episode or whatever. I don't know. Maybe this is their way to see like how hyped it is, how well it would be received, because Trisha started talking about it. Maybe this is their way to see like if enough people want it, we'll put it out there. I don't know. Maybe it's just, why would they film an episode that they were never gonna I don't know, maybe it was in the contract that they didn't have, that they had to film another episode. I can't think of a reason why they would film this episode unless the episode was to do closure to Trisha being on the podcast, and then something occurred in the podcast that Ethan and Trisha both agreed that the episode's not going to be up. But apparently Trisha wants this episode to be up, so maybe it's something that Ethan doesn't want in the episode. Who knows? I don't know. But apparently there is an episode of Frenemies that was filmed that will never go live out there. Trisha said in the video that Ethan said to them that Trisha is one of the funniest people he knows. Maybe they just need someone to edit them. And then Trisha goes on to say, to tell the Wendy Williams people that they should have Trisha on the show while Wendy Williams takes a break. So anyway, and then Trisha goes on to say something about Wendy Williams, something about one of the most hated people, but Trisha Paytas is the most beloved hated person. Okay, Trisha. I was like, what? So anyway, I don't know, comment below if you agree about that. So then I just happened to see a couple days ago, I should have just made a whole other video about this, but oh well. I happened to see a couple days ago that Jeffree Star, he hasn't made a video in 3 weeks, okay? Which is interesting to me that he didn't make a video about the mystery boxes that came out yesterday. But he is putting this stuff over on his Instagram now. I don't know why. I really don't understand it. I mean, Jeffree Star, if he puts a video up on his channel, he still really gets good views about it. So why he wouldn't do a video to talk about the mystery boxes, unless he is really struggling to find a video editor and, you know, all this kind of stuff, because he always loves to do these huge productions when he shows his stuff, right? But at the same time, like, a lot of the videos that I watched of Jeffree Star back in the day was literally when he was just at a table. I can remember him talking about, I think it was like La Mer skin cream or something. And it was back when he first started doing like the Jeffree Star approved stuff. And he was just sitting at a desk or a table, you know, like with the makeup routine that people show. I don't know why he feels like he has to have this elaborate setting and all this kind of stuff. I mean, he could literally go through his mystery boxes and, you know, just show the sizes and how much they're going to be. And I think also talk about the giveaway. I mean, he could have called it the world's greatest Jeffree Star giveaway in the world. And I mean, people would have watched it. It probably would have trended. I don't know if he just isn't interested in there anymore. He hasn't even posted on Instagram in like 2 or 3 days, except for on his Instagram story. So I went over and I wanted to see if these mystery boxes sold out like that, because back in the day, you know, the mystery boxes, they sold out super, super quick, right? Well, they're not. And I went in there and I looked, and oh, I have pictures of Tucker. So the boxes that you can still get are the mini, the premium, the deluxe, and then several sizes of the Supreme. And the Supreme is $180, and then it goes down from there. I think the deluxe is $100, and the premium is $60, and then I don't know how much the mini is, $30. But you get, I mean, I think the Supreme has like 13 items in it. I mean, if you're a Jeffree Star lover, listen, okay? I'm sure they're awfully lovely, okay? I'm sure that you get amazing items that have never been seen before, that are all exclusives in the Jeffree Star box. And if I were a Jeffree Star lover, I would absolutely go over there tomorrow and I would be spending my coin on these Jeffree Star things. Now, I have learned, I did for a second just sit there and feel like I was sitting on my front porch just drinking a mint julep. Where's my coffee? It doesn't matter. But anyway, I have learned that when you talk negatively about Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, that they'll let you have it, okay? That the Shane and Jeffree lovers of the world, they'll let you have it. You're a liar. You're jealous. You're bitter. You wish you were them. Why won't you just come out and admit wish you were them? You're so jealous of them. No, actually what it is that I'm calling out your favorite's problematic behavior and you don't like it, okay? Read the room and see the other comments on the video where people are like, thank you for calling this out. It is yet another manipulative tactic of Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, okay? I don't know why y'all can't see it. I don't know why me and all hundreds of other people are the only ones that see it, but until Shane Dawson does something else, I will lay off of Shane Dawson because I know it really gets you guys upset. But I do have a question for you in drama class today, okay? Here's my question. For all of you out there that call me names, and I've seen it, okay, and just rake me over the coals every time I make a Shane Dawson video and say anything about Shane Dawson. Here's my question to you, okay? If me making a video about Shane Dawson, calling him out on his problematic behavior, means that I'm jealous of Shane Dawson, means that I really wish that I was Shane Dawson, means that I really hate Shane Dawson, like you say, okay? And that I just am bitter because my life is not as happy as his is. Then the question to you is this, from me, right? What does that say for you that come from me? Does that mean that you're jealous of me? Does that mean that you wish you were me? Does that mean that you just wish that you had my life? Because I'm telling you right now, as fantastic as my life looks, as amazing as my life looks, as unbelievable as my life looks, it is. So, eat it. Anyway, let's get into talking about these Jeffree Star mystery boxes. I am not jealous of Shane Dawson. It's like, I cannot say anything about Shane Dawson anymore. People are like, you're so jealous, you wish you were Shane Dawson. I'm like, God, I wish I had people like that in my life that had never ever met me and I put money in their pocket. They put money in my pocket that would take a bullet for me. I really do. Like, oh my God, you guys are so nice. You're the nicest fans in the entire world to these people. Anyway, the Jeffree Star mystery boxes are not sold out, like I said. But what was interesting to me about this was the, what do you call it? The giveaway that he's doing. So if you don't know, he's doing this pink ticket giveaway thing where you can win an awning, roller skates, a bunch of other stuff. People were like, oh, I wish you would win the Jeffree Star roller skates. I wouldn't roller skate down the road. I don't know, listening to Highway to Hell on those roller skates, okay? I just wouldn't. So, but I did go over and I wanted to look at the rules and everything about this, which was really interesting to me. So when you go in here, it talks about everything. If you go to the Jeffree Star Pink Ticket Giveaway official rules, no purchase necessary. You can only enter once, okay, per email and per name. Limit one entry per person per email address, new third party entry. Okay, if you, and here it goes in the roller skates, they are valued at $200. And you have to give them your shoe size and then they will make them for you. The Jeffree Star Cosmetic Surfboard is valued at $1,500. I actually thought that was quite a bit. And the Bonfire Chair Set is valued at $150. So, okay, a little pricier than Walmart, but not much to have that colored on a private label. And then the retail value of the Cosmetic Beach Tent is $1,500. And the Cosmetic Beach Cruiser is $300. And then it goes on and on and on. Talks about the drawing. It's up till, I think, July 23rd. So if you want to go enter the drawing of Jeffree Star, there's a bunch of things you can win over there. And I don't know, it didn't say, I couldn't find anywhere that it said there that you can't sell it on eBay. So if you want to win it and then sell it on eBay or do a video and say, I won Jeffree Star's roller skates, you can do that, see? Okay, just like Tana Mojo is going to come out and she's going to make a video called I bought David Dobrik's house, because apparently she doesn't know the difference between... This is where it kills me. Like, I talked in this video, this is another example, okay? I talked in this video about something that people were calling Tana Mojo out for because she said she bought a house from David Dobrik and that he is basically her landlord, and people are like, no, Tana, like, if you buy a house, he's not your landlord, okay? That's only when you're renting from somebody. And she was like, what? She didn't get it, okay? And then I got all these comments on my video and people were like, don't you know what rent-to-own is? Yes, we have 50 stores of them here in town, okay? And I pass signs in front of people's houses all the time that say rent-to-own, okay? I don't live in LA and fancy Beverly Hills. I live in the middle of Indiana. Trust me, I know what rent-to-own means, okay? Anyway, people kill me with their comments. But anyway, again, I want to give a special shout out to Christina Rhiannon and Tay. Happy birthday to you. Did you pass drama class? What merch? Here's the drama class question for the test today on Scantron. Whose merch was James Charles wearing in his video? I love you guys and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.